All right guys, so welcome back to the channel. I didn't really speak too much during the dyno day. This is 2 days later now, and who would have thought the dyno session went 4 pulls in and we were done, or was it 5? I don't remember, but it was a short dyno session, guys. D15, B2, bone stock, non-VTEC, off gate pressure, which we don't even know how much we're boosting, but we are on Chrome. Chrome doesn't tell you, but my tuner put the boost cut at 10 pounds. We didn't hit it, and that tells us that we're under 10 pounds. Now, me standing in front of the car, yes, I know it's very dangerous. Do not be in front of the dyno or anywhere near the engine bay, just in case of like catastrophic failure or whatever. But I was paying really close attention to when the wastegate opens, and it opens really early, so I don't know how much we're boosting. My tuner thinks that we're going to be at about 5 or 6 pounds or something like that, but the car made 125 horsepower. Now granted, the B2 engine only comes with, Wikipedia says like 90 or 70, it's under 100 horsepower, so being at 125 for what it is not bad. And I'll tell you guys what, driving it home it was definitely enjoyable. It was definitely enjoyable. It was super smooth for one, other than the roof making thunder noises. Boost comes in really nice. It's not a lot of power, so we're not expecting no crazy wheel spin, nothing like that. And the whole car in general, like just cruising it all the way home, well, to the dyno and all the way home, you don't even know the car is turbo. It drives so freaking smooth. Everything went as planned. I'm super excited. Big shout out to guys, big shout out to Jeremy for tuning this car and getting it ready to be sold in the next couple of days. Right now, you guys are probably wondering, right now the car is faking on jack stands. Why? Because we're going to be addressing a few of the things with this car all together before I get rid of it, before I post it up, before I make a walk around, a final video of this car. I'm taking out the transmission to replace the release bearing. Now, I told you guys before when we got this car turned on for the first time in the first drive that it was making some transmission noise. A lot of you guys were saying it's the release bearing. It sounds like the release bearing for sure. It's off and on. If it was the pilot bearing, it would have been a consistent noise from the transmission, but it's not. So got a brand new national bearing. The transmission is almost out. All we have to do is pop this axle out, which is ready to come off once the fluid is done, and shift linkage, and then motor mount. One bolt is holding the trans to the block, and you know it's about ready to come out. So I'm just going to dive right into it. Swap the bearing, put it back together, hopefully tonight. Well, pretty sure I'll finish it tonight. It literally took me 30 minutes to do all of that because single cam is very simple to mess with. And then we'll get into some of the smaller other little things that I've been meaning to do, and then we'll probably tomorrow clean this car up and do a final video of it. National bearing. You can get this from O'Reilly's, part number 614077. So I'm hoping, crossing fingers that this is going to fix that weird bearing sound coming from the transmission. So I got the transmission taken out right here, and I'm not going to slide it out. I'm just going to go ahead and remove this one, install the new one, re-grease a little bit, and it's pretty straightforward. Unlike the 92 Civic, 94 Plus Integras, this one has a bolt right here, 12 mil. Shoot it off, right? The lever slides outward, and then that releases the spring. And then you have the bearing fork right there as well too. And this pretty much just slides right out. So this was Chad's transmission, and Chad had the Exetti clutch replaced on there, but I don't know if this was swapped out with it. Most kits come with a release bearing that you swap in with the new clutch kit, but I don't remember, I don't know how long ago it was swapped. But can you guys hear that? I don't know if that's indicating that it's bad or whatever the case may be, but yeah, I'm just gonna change it because you can see how old and grimy this thing is. You got to be very careful to not break the tips of this guy right here, these guys, because they go into the tabs of the release bearing itself. Let's clean these off a little bit of the old grease. This is the new one. Doesn't specify which way it's supposed to go on, you know, whether it goes this way or this way, but I'm gonna go ahead and just grease up the shaft a little bit, grease a bearing. I've always used this on a lot of bearing stuff or whatever it is that uses grease. Haven't really had any issues, so I'm just gonna dab it up a little bit, just a little bit on the spring so it doesn't get all bind up. All right, well now let's reverse the whole process. All right guys, got most of the stuff buttoned up. All the wheels, suspension, shift linkage, fluid, mounts, all secured back into place. Right now, this is all out of the way because I'm gonna be changing the thermostat out for a new one. The car's not overheating at all. Like the whole drive to Antioch, the whole drive back on a dyno, it wasn't overheating whatsoever. What I did notice is that the coolant hose on the bottom, this guy, was just pure cold. So I don't know if the thermostat is stuck closed or if it's like a higher rating one or something, but I'm just gonna throw a new one in there with a gasket, and you know, I think that'll be it. So I'm gonna get right to it, drain all the coolant and pop the thermostat housing off. Man, that seal looks freaking old. This is gonna pour. This one right here is full stainless steel body and plunger, while the other one was stainless steel and I believe it was copper or brass, copper middle. And yeah, I got the new gasket with this as well. So Just gonna reinstall this with the body of it in the thermostat housing like this, and the gasket has this little like 2 indentation right here that goes onto the groove on top of the thermostat housing itself. I don't know how well you can see that, but it just goes on like so and gets sandwiched with the other end of the thermostat housing. So I'm gonna go ahead and just button this up. All right, so we got a thermostat situated, coolant in the system, ECU in the car, battery. Let's turn it on. Stepping on the clutch, it's lighter. Oh, you don't really hear it, that weird bearing noise. Yeah, not anymore. That's awesome. Normally you would hear that noise on idle, but we don't hear it anymore. Hell yeah. And there you guys have it. We made some more progress on the Wagon even after the dyno. There's still a lot more things I'm gonna do with this car. Like honestly, not even a lot more things. I got windshield wipers to put on, wash the car, clean it, make a final video, and then this car is gonna go up for sale. It's bittersweet, but you know, I gotta focus on why this car is here, and it is about that time for it to go. If you guys enjoyed the dyno video of this car, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Got some things lined up, so if you guys want to stick around and see what we're up to next, be sure to hit the subscribe button. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.